today is going to be some Ronald McDonald ad icon. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. My name is Wayne, and this is Wayneko. So when these guys first came out, I mean, they hit the market hardcore. They came out with like this 5-pack, it sold out like right away. They came out with it again, it sold out right away. I stayed away from these guys just because there was such a big hype on the commons that I wasn't going to pay a scalper's fee to pick these guys up. But my local GameStop had these in there. They actually had a lot of them, if we're being honest. They probably had 7 or 8 of him and 7 or 8 of this one and a few of the other ones. And these were the only 2 out of the collection that I wanted. I do have the chicken nuggets pre-ordered at Entertainment Earth. If you don't have those guys pre-ordered at Entertainment Earth, I believe that you can still go on there and pre-order them. They are showing 6 commons on the back of this box. And I want to say that both of these are commons. Yeah, so both of these are commons. He is number 85 out of the group for the ad icons. I'm really surprised that he's so low. Their box looks a lot like something that you would see at McDonald's, more like a retro Happy Meal almost. And that's kind of what this box reminds me of, is like some kind of retro Happy Meal type stuff. I love the fact that they have him in this kind of a retro clown look. They didn't try and make him look like a modern clown, which is appealing to me. I mean, he looks like the original Ronald McDonald, and that's what I think they were going after, right? I think when they were doing this, they thought to themselves, well, how do we make them look like the original Ronald McDonald's? And they went after that and they ran with it, and I'm super happy that they did because he looks really cool. If you have a problem with clowns, I'm going to say in advance, you're going to have a problem with this guy. I mean, because he looks a lot like a clown and not so much like Ronald McDonald, right? Because like the newer Ronald McDonald, they kind of got away from the whole like clown look and the way so they tried to make him more appealing to the masses versus like people kind of got this whole like clown phobia going on. Y'all know how that rolls, right? Let's take a closer look at this guy. Now, I don't remember Ronald McDonald having this kind of goofy look to him, but maybe he did back in the retro. I can't really remember. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't really get a chance to go to McDonald's as a kid. His hair is almost like see-through, so that tells me that the head sculpt itself is this red head sculpt, and then they painted his face white and the eyes and all of that. They did a really good job at painting him. I'm surprised at how well they did when they did this guy. Now, I can see some problems in the shoelaces and things of that effect, but now we're talking like super detailed work, and we're getting way too picky at the point that we're talking about like his shoelaces and things of that effect. But they did a really good job with him, and I'm not real sure how they took that white and had that cover up that red, because man, that had to be a job, and they must have used like some really good paint. I can see that the paint's a little into his hair, but as much paint as it must have taken to make that happen, look, we kind of got to get them a pass on this one. Tell me down in the comments if you remember this Ronald McDonald, because I don't really remember this Ronald McDonald. And what I was saying just a second ago was, as a kid, we didn't go to McDonald's. We were poor. I mean, we were poor growing up. So I didn't get a chance to go to Ronald McDonald's. I didn't do the Happy Meals. I didn't really do all of that. If we did that, it was a special occasion, and it didn't happen very often. So when it comes to a lot of these guys, I don't really remember like a lot of the history or the backstory on the Ronald McDonald's and the older ones versus the new ones. I know that they made the newer one a lot more appealing to people in general than they did this guy, but it's still a really cool pop. I wanted to pick it up because it'll go really well with my ad icons. Like I said a second ago, I do have the chicken nuggets on order. They're at Entertainment Earth. I really think you can still pick them up. We're gonna go to the Mayor McCheese. I grabbed him because he looks really cool. I don't know the backstory on this guy either. He's number 88 out of the set. This box looks just like the Ronald McDonald box, and what I noticed with these boxes is they all kind of have the same theme going on to them. It has the 6 on the back. They're showing us the commons. It's the same, like it looks like it's a Happy Meal box, but it's not a Happy Meal box. They all have the exact same theme going on. I have noticed lately though that GameStop has started putting these stickers on the bottom down there. This is kind of a nuisance, but they come off super easy. I've yet to have one that was giving me a hard time coming off. I mean, so it's a nuisance that they're putting them on there, and I wish that they would stop putting them on there, but they come right off and they don't damage the box or anything like that. So if you're picking them up from GameStop and you're worried about them damaging the box, it's not going to damage it. They peel right off. I don't see any adhesive left over. I mean, so to me, it's okay. It's just a nuisance that they're putting them on there, and I don't really know why they started putting them on there, but they're not the only one. So you have like Hot Topic that does it, and I want to say that here recently, what's it, Box Lunch? It took me a minute to say that. I want to say that this Box Lunch has started the same thing not too long ago. Super annoying, but I guess it has something to do with their SKU process. I don't know why they just don't match their SKU process up with whatever Funko's doing. Stuff like that, it starts to get way above my pay scale, and I don't know anything about it, but the Mayor King looks really cool, and that's why I grabbed this guy. So this one actually reminds me of a Fortnite character. Don't tell anyone he reminds me of a Fortnite character, but Fortnite for a while there had this whole like burgers versus, and I can't remember, tomatoes. So it's burgers versus tomatoes, and they had this whole like 50 versus 50, and you just did like this battle royale 50 versus 50, and that's what this guy reminds me of. Let's take a closer look at him. Like I've said in a few of my other videos, Funko must really be doing this whole like they must have really upped their quality control, because of the paint jobs on these guys here lately are really good. I mean, even looking at the cheese going around his head, I don't see like any real problems to talk about. I don't, you know, in his suit, the pinstripes look really good, even though I would say that that's a stencil that they just stuck on there. I don't see like a whole lot that I could sit back and complain about. I think he's holding glasses behind his back. I don't really know why they're being held behind his back. That's kind of confusing, but they did a really good job when it came right down to it, and just the quality control that Funko's been showing us lately, you know, is something that you really can't complain about, right? I mean, because it looks like they've really been putting some effort lately into making sure that these guys are looking good and up to our standards. But before we get out of here today, let's talk about that road to 5,000 that I'm on. So this year, my goal is to hit 5,000 subscribers before Christmas of this year. So before December 25th, 2021, I want to be at 5,000 subscribers. And I'm going to push absolutely as hard as I can, but I'm going to need your help. If you've watched this far, listen to me. I'm going to need your help. Share this video with your family, your friends. Talk to like-minded collectors. Get them to subscribe to the channel. Make sure that we have those notifications on, and just share these videos any way that you can, and know that I truly appreciate that. I really, really, really do. But don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.